She intentionally stumbled and fell in front of everyone, making a fool of herself so that she could quickly become the center of attention. Just as she expected, the wealthy man saw her and immediately came over to help her up. As she had lost one of her heels when she fell, the man considerately broke off the other one too. To her surprise, her performance worked quite well, and she successfully struck up a conversation with the rich man. Her best friend, who was watching from the side, was also very surprised and quickly took a photo to commemorate the moment. Although the man was known to be wealthy, he seemed very down to earth. He took the initiative to introduce the woman and her best friend to his friends, and even took them to drink and eat with these rich people. This made the woman realize that not all wealthy people are aloof and unapproachable, they also have a normal side to them. However, the banquet ended quickly, and the rich man got up to say goodbye to her at the urging of his friends. This left the woman and her best friend feeling very disappointed. If only she had been given enough time, she might have been able to win him over. But just as the two were talking, the wealthy man hurried back and asked if they wanted to go with him. He had just bought a small island, which was a great place for a vacation. The woman and her best friend had been thinking the same thing, so they promptly boarded the man's private plane. Little did they know, once they left, they would never be able to return. Soon, they arrived at the location of the small island. After getting off the plane, they took a private car to the island, where there was a retro-style villa surrounded by lush greenery. It looked quite nice. However, the first thing they had to do upon entering the island was to hand over their phones. Initially, the woman and her best friend wanted to refuse, but when they heard the rich man say that everything was optional and saw everyone around them voluntarily handing over their phones, they felt too embarrassed to say anything. Afterwards, everyone began a joyous vacation.
Everybody say, making memories! Making memories!
Each person who came here was assigned a 500 square meter room, which made the woman very happy. She had never received such treatment before. After taking a shower, the wealthy man had thoughtfully prepared a set of clothes for each woman, although they were all the same style. Her best friend found this a bit strange, but the woman thought that maybe this was just the taste of rich people. During the day, they drank by the pool and sunbathed. The rich man seemed to pay special attention to the woman. On the first day, he took her to appreciate the beautiful scenery on the island, which made her even more lost in thought. However, she noticed that the servants on the island seemed a bit odd, giving her an eerie smile when they looked at her. In the evening, the wealthy man provided a candlelit dinner for everyone, with top-notch delicacies that they couldn't normally enjoy. People chatted and laughed together, and the atmosphere was very harmonious. At this point, a man suddenly stood up, took out a small medicine bottle, and said that this was the highlight of the day. He then placed it on the table and asked who dared to be the first to try it. As soon as he finished speaking, the bottle was picked up by none other than the woman. In order to gain the wealthy man's favor, what was a little thing like this? The rich man then took the medicine bottle and dripped it into the woman's mouth. 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops. Encouraged by the woman, everyone present tried it. Immediately afterwards, they all felt very energized and great. That night, when going to bed, the woman suddenly felt that something was off. Her white dress, which had clearly been stained with tomato sauce during dinner, had suddenly become as good as new.